Hey everyone, it's Fentony. HBO's released new Game of Thrones Season 8 footage, so let's break it down. It's not a trailer, it's only a few seconds long, but it is so exciting. We finally see Daenerys Targaryen's army arrive at Winterfell, we can see the Unsullied, we can see Dothraki, and more importantly we can see Drogon flying above. The common people look to be in a panic, but Arya smiles in excitement. The look on her face looks very similar to the one she had when Robert Baratheon arrived in the very first episode. We know in the first episode of Season 8, Daenerys will arrive at Winterfell with Jon Snow and her armies, and it's going to be a very similar scene to how Robert Baratheon arrived, but of course it's a completely different situation. The footage kinda makes it seem like Arya's watching the dragon. It looks to be Drogon, he's the dragon that gets the most screen time. Daenerys' other dragon, Rhaegal, he's always in the background, but I'm hoping he gets more screen time in the final season. Because the people are panicking, it's probably the sight of the armies and the dragons. But why is Arya so excited? Shouldn't she be terrified that dragons and big armies are coming to her home? Well, you could say that Arya has always idolised the Targaryens. She was a big fan of Aegon Targaryen's sister wives, Visenya and Rhaenys Targaryen. She kind of idolised them, she told Tywin Lannister this in Season 2. Maybe she kind of feels similar to Daenerys, maybe when she first meets her. You know, she's heard about all these legendary figures, but before her she sees a living, breathing dragon and its female dragon rider. But in this footage, it doesn't look like Daenerys is actually riding Drogon. Her plan was to sail up to White Harbour with Jon Snow and then ride side by side with him into Winterfell. She's not here as a conqueror, but she's here to make peace and prepare for the war against the Army of the Dead. It kinda gives a better impression than riding in on a dragon. Remember, Jon declared Daenerys his queen, so he has given her the North. This is probably going to cause big issues, but like I always say, the Night King's on the way. There's not much time for political squabbles and all these debates, because really if they don't band together, everyone's going to die. We know that Sansa does greet Daenerys, and she tells her that Winterfell is yours, your grace. We know she's not going to be happy if Jon Snow bending the knee. There's probably going to be issues there, but I think it will be resolved eventually. As for Arya's reaction, we're not exactly sure, but from this footage, she does look excited to see the dragons. Her reunion with Jon Snow is one of the most anticipated parts of the final season. They've not seen each other since the second episode of Season 1. They were extremely close as children. They were both kind of outsiders in their family. Jon was a bastard, and Arya just didn't fit in. She didn't want to be a lady. Remember, it was Jon that gave Arya a needle. That weapon's very special to her. It was a gift from her brother. Or cousin if you want to call him that. Because remember, Jon's parentage has been revealed to us, the fans, and we know he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. Jon's parentage is likely going to shape the entire season, when he finds out, who's going to know, and its consequences. How it's going to affect the Iron Throne situation. Bran clearly said in the Season 7 finale that Jon Snow is the heir to the Iron Throne. You can get all technical as you want, saying that, you know, the Targaryens were ousted from power. Daenerys has a better claim because she's got bigger armies. Jon has a better claim because Rhaegar Targaryen, Daenerys' older brother, was first in line for the throne. But like I said, Bran's clearly said that Jon Snow is the heir to the Iron Throne. That's the way the show's going down. It's probably going to cause some issues with them, both with their relationship and on the political spectrum. It's also going to cause the political situation in the North to get quite sticky between Sansa and Jon Snow, but I think that's overhyped as always. There really wasn't much Sansa versus Jon Snow in Season 7. I don't think there's going to be much in Season 8. Probably some tension there, but as always, it's overhyped. In terms of how Arya's going to deal with Jon's parentage, we honestly don't know. It's probably going to be a big shock to her, just like everyone else, but I think she'll always love Jon as a brother. I think she'll likely back him up against the Northern Lords. I think she does trust Jon, and even though she might not 100% agree with his decision, I think she will know it's for the best. Their reunion and relationship is one of the most exciting parts of the final season. We only got to see them in a few scenes together, but we know they were so close as children. A lot of people like to point out the fact that Arya is no longer that person she was in the first season, and that is true, she has aged and changed so much, but she's not no one. She's not the faceless man, cold assassin killer. Yeah, she still has all the abilities of a faceless man, and she's a bit more intimidating now. She's kind of a cold assassin, but remember, she did tell Jack and Hagar that she's Arya Stark of Winterfell, and she's going home. After she found out that Jon and Sansa retook Winterfell, she went straight up to Winterfell, instead of going down south to King's Landing to try and kill Cersei. She's met with Hot Pie and then Nymeria again. She went back home and reunited with her family, and Maisie even calls Sansa, Arya and Bran the perfect unit. She's also said that in Season 8, Arya has completely different goals, which she's never had before. Obviously, Arya's main driving force has been revenge. I think she will eventually complete her list. It's really just Cersei the Mountain and Melisandre on the list now. I think Arya's going to be involved in their deaths, or at least some of them anyway, but she's fighting for more than just revenge now. She's fighting to protect the one she loves. And we know Season 8 is going to have a lot of big deaths. Arya's character is a lot more than revenge now. But in the comments below, let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts on the new footage. What's Arya's reaction going to be to Daenerys and about Jon's parentage? So I know everyone's still waiting for a full-length trailer. It is the Oscars tonight, and a lot of people think there might be something during that. Honestly, I'm not sure, especially after HBO's released this, but when the trailer finally drops, I will make a video, so make sure you come back. It's probably going to be mostly from the first episode. HBO is likely to try and keep it spoiler-free as possible. Because we're so close now, we might only get one big trailer, but when we hear anything, I'll make a video, so make sure you subscribe. Anyways guys, remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below and then like and subscribe to the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.